Get at me, man. I'm on Twitter at Married to Game 1. That's the number 2 and the number 1. You can like us on Facebook, Married to the Game, and I will be on the next plane smoking to Hollywood. Well, we're right here in Atlanta. They film a lot of movies here in Atlanta. Cube, get at me, man.
Get your money.
I'm ready. And now it's time to switch lanes. Welcome to the Pit Stop. This is where we have FaceTime and speak from the heart. Lakita, you're behind the wheel today.
Thanks, hon. Terry Bradshaw versus Mike Tomlin. This is an interesting duel. Last week, Pittsburgh Steelers legend and 4-time Super Bowl champion Bradshaw went public with some negative comments about the current Steelers coach. On Fox Sports 1, Speak for Yourself, he said, and I quote, "He's a coach. To me, I've said this, he's a really great cheerleader guy. I don't know what he does. I don't think he's a great coach at all. His name never even pops up in my mind when we think about great coaches in the NFL." End quote. Wow. Really, Bradshaw? I get you are qualified to comment on your former team since you won 4 Super Bowls. But really, a cheerleader guy? Tomlin has been there since 2007. He's won a Super Bowl and been to another. I know I'm the novice, but let me say this for you for a brief second. I am a Steelers fan. I have love for both guys. Tomlin's been to the playoffs a lot, and the Steelers are going this year too. I know they are. I know it because I'm a fan. I don't get where Bradshaw's coming off with a disrespectful comment like this one. Tomlin, no, clap back. Check it out.
Terms like cheerleader guy, to me, maybe fall outside the bounds of critique or criticism. They probably fall more toward the area of disrespect and unprofessional. But what do I know? I grew up a Dallas fan, particularly a Hollywood Henderson fan.
And that is how you handle criticism from your haters. By the way, his resume also speaks volumes. I love how his players spoke up in his defense too. Check this out.
He's been a great player in this organization for a while, so I don't want to say anything out of pocket or out of line, but I feel like, those comments are a little bit out of pocket and out of line. We're talking about a Super Bowl winning coach. He's had a great legacy. He just got over 100 wins. He's just a fantastic man from the ground up. Not even talking about football. He's the best coach I've ever had, and I get off when I hear those comments.
I feel like he's the best ever. I was his first pick. I stand by him, endorse him. I think he's the premier, NFL coach. Like, if I was to think of an NFL coach, I would think of Mike Tomlin. 10 years in this game, how tough it is to be a head coach and be doing that for 10 years. That's impressive in itself.
Legendary Steeler comes out, makes some comments. What do you think? What do you think of your head coach?
Man, Coach Tomlin's the best coach in the world. Trust me.
What did Kansas say? Dust in the wind?
Wow, love that loyalty. That's what I'm talking about. You know how I feel about loyalty. I got your back too, Coach. I'm your cheerleader. And that's all I have to say about that.
Well, the clock's hit 000, and that's all the time we have today. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Married to Game 1. That's the number 2 and the number 1. And like us on Facebook, Married to the Game. We'll catch y'all on the rebound. Peace. Married to the Game was written by Rory Sharrock and Lakita Sharrock. The podcast was mixed and produced by Tracks of Taylor. Marketing and press details are courtesy of Joseph Bonham of iCast Media.